So I get a lot of questions about when I use vinyl and kind of how that looks. So I figured it would be fun because I need to do her communicators. So I've got white vinyl and then a sparkly red.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Britt. I absolutely love modding patterns to make my favorite characters, as well as using heat set vinyl to kind of bring those characters to life. So I figured I'd kind of show some of those pieces and then show how I use vinyl in this video. I hope you guys enjoy.
So it's a layered process, and then I've got my Cricut mini heat press right here. I just have it on the lowest setting because this is like a thinner vinyl. It doesn't require a higher heat. And like the heat setting is kind of just something I've learned over time. Also, I'm grateful because Mama Nerdy is very crafty and she works with vinyl a lot. So I have been fortunate. She's been able to teach me a lot of what she knows about vinyl. And that's kind of how we got started. Because with Spider-Man, it was like fine detailed spiders. I tried embroidery and I was like, that is terrible. I was like, I don't want to be doing that. So we're like, why don't we try vinyl? Literally the thought of, you know, like it melting never crossed my mind. So maybe I just live like dangerously. I don't know. I've never had a piece melt on me. Yeah, never. I've had great success with vinyl, so I always highly recommend it, but there is like a learning curve, you know? So you usually want to keep it on, I keep it on usually for like 10 seconds in place. With the circular surface, you know, it is a little bit touch and go because you have to kind of get on that circular edge, which is a little bit tricky. But with like a circular edge like this, I'll do like 10 seconds on the main part. And to be honest, since I'm talking, it's a little hard to know if it's been 10 seconds, but I can kind of tell it's good and secure just with how it's starting to round off on the edges. And just because I've worked with this vinyl a lot, I know it's one I can take off when it's warm. And yeah, so I know that's on pretty good. And because I know I still have to do the red that is a second layer, I'm not too concerned about going around the edges and making sure it's secured. But honestly, that's pretty good, even for the first time. Like sometimes you'll see it's lifted up on the edges a little bit. And if it really didn't secure, then that's when I make sure I go around and secure it real well. But if it's like a multiple layer process, I don't necessarily worry about it on the first round because I can go around the second time and get those edges. So now, just going to put the second part of her communicator on. Okay, real talk, because I always keep it real. I had a feeling it was gonna happen, but my phone straight up just fell off of the stand, the ring light thing that I use that's supposed to be able to handle your phone when it's overhead on a project. Yeah, but I feel like it's hard to find one that can actually handle like the monstrosity that is the new phones. And I just don't like use the overhead feature enough to want to spend like a lot of money. So I'm giving up on trying to like show the whole process with the overhead because it's just very difficult to position the phone. But anyways, I'm glad I got to show at least the initial process with the white part of the communicators. I have done the red part now of the first one. This is a vinyl that requires it to be cold before you pull it off. And I need to do the second one still. But yeah, that was a bummer that my phone literally just fell off in the process. That's real life. So here she is. She's really coming along. I finally finished her. I'm so happy with how she came out. I have wanted to make Sailor GB Moon for so long now, and I've just always been so busy. She is like a culmination of the mod that I made with Puckful Posies pattern, and then I did make all of her hair strands right here freehanded, and I did freehand her little buns. And then the bows and the bangs, those are from Woolly Tunes Sailor Moon pattern because I loved them so much. I wanted to incorporate those into here. So definitely so happy with her. And passion project done. Does anybody else's Keurig just like make a mess, or is it just mine? Goodness. So I've mentioned definitely the Nocturne Cat Crochet. She's like my first best friend in the crochet community, and yeah, she surprised me. It's been a while now, but she sent me like a surprise package, and when I opened it, it was the Joker. I know I mentioned it in my first YouTube video and I just kind of like pointed at him, but I just remember like when I first started to like open the package, my jaw hit the floor, and I was like, I grabbed my husband and I was like, grab your camera. I need like my reaction, like the rest of my reaction on camera. And I didn't care that like I had just woken up because I'd worked the night before and I had to go to work that night. I was like, I don't care. I need this on camera, because I always love like reaction videos and seeing more of like the sentimental side and like the heartfelt side of like what crochet can bring to people's lives. And for me, that was just like so crazy, because this is like such a sentimental gift. So sweet. Dolls are so much work. And for her to do that for me, like we connected over how we love Persona and how I love Joker. And so for her to go out of her way to make me Joker that was huge. I still get kind of like choked up about it. And I remember I just kind of like I just kind of like held him close, kind of like cuddled him for a few days, and just that meant so much to me. It still does. Like, he will forever just be such a special piece. I love him so much. He's so incredible. And it's so cool too, because this is her pattern. I say it all the time, but I'm like, she's just like amazing and talented, and this is wild. Like, she did this. Like, she did that. That's all her. This is wild to me. I frequently mod her like doll bases. I love to like use the base of it and then just completely go wild to make whatever character I want. And it's so much fun. But it's because I love her doll base. It is seriously just perfect proportion, everything. I love it. And it all kind of like started with him. And then she now has her anime heroine pattern, which I definitely have modded. I don't know, no, it wasn't my first mod, but like the mod I'm proudest of is Mikasa, and I used her anime heroine pattern. And like that mod gets me really emotional, to be completely honest. Because that one was made like for my sister. I'm gonna put Joker down now so I can like talk about that. And I don't have Mikasa with me, it's with my sister, who like treasures her so much, and like her reaction was everything and more. Yeah, it's just, that mod is like forever one that I'm just so proud of, and it meant so much to me to be able to like, I don't know, it's hard to even put into words, but like my sister is like so appreciative, and you could see it in like her reaction. But she even was like texting me for weeks afterwards talking about how much she loved her. And it's like moments like that, that's why I like love what I do, and things like that. That's who I love to make things like dolls for, like the true labors of love, when it's really appreciated, because they're so much work. But when I know that they're appreciated, it makes it worth it. And then it's just priceless at that point for me. So yeah, but Joker, he's just incredible. I love him so much. My goal is to have some shelves like put in. I'm pointing over there because I have like a blank space by my TV. I'm gonna move the Death Note posters so I can maybe display some of my bigger makes that are so special to me. And he's definitely one of them. I love him. But anyway, I'm gonna put him down now. But yeah, so the Mikasa, made for my sister, and then I did start Aaron Yeager for her. I started him a while ago. It's been like, it's been kind of a journey with him. I had originally told myself back when I made Mikasa for her in December for her birthday, I was like, I'm definitely going to make Aaron and Mikasa right at the same time for her birthday. That was very ambitious. Because I made Mikasa and then I was like, oh my gosh, she was so much work. I'm exhausted now. Like, her cloak took so long, the jacket took forever, because when I made her, I made the jacket, like, it's a brown jacket. I wish I had her with me, but I don't. And it's removable, and her cloak was removable, and then the hair, don't get me started on hair. Like, if you do hair where you actually like make it textured and layered, it takes a long time. Like, I want to say Mikasa's hair took me like 6 hours, and this is a big reason I don't like to write up my mods, because when I do hair, I literally will, like, as I'm crocheting the chains, I will put the hair cap on with each like strand I make, put it on the head to see, does that look how I want it to look? So I don't have like a universal way that I actually do the hair. Like, it could be different every time on the doll, like based on my tension or all of that stuff. And then even here, I wanted him to have a little bit of detail on the top because his hair kind of sticks up sometimes. So I don't have like a universal way, and it just like is hard to explain, I guess. I don't know. I just think dolls are really tricky. So mad props to people who make patterns for them, but I just feel like I would struggle to explain to people how to replicate it. And for me, these pieces are so special because my sister and I love Attack on Titan so much. Like, that is something we bond over together, and like, she really loves Attack on Titan. So these are things that I want to make for her because it's like special, it's sentimental. I kind of just want to make it for her as like a one-of-a-kind thing. I don't really want to make it for the sake of it being like replicated, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not in a mean way. It's just like, in my heart, it means so much because I'm making it for my sister, who I love so deeply, and seeing her reaction, like, that's everything to me. I'm extremely close to my family. I am very, very lucky to have the bonds that I do. They're everything to me. So honestly, when I'm making stuff, if I'm making it for my family, it holds like very high value. So yeah, I love to make dolls and everything, and the fact that my sister loves anime, it always is a lot more fun if I know it's going to be going to her. So, but yeah, making Aaron has been a journey. I started him back at the Texas crochet weekend that I went to. Gosh, why am I forgetting what month that was? That was January. I got his like base done, just the body, not the hair, because I ran out of the brown Juicy Couture. And I even went to Joann's there in Texas and they didn't have it. And I was looking online and none of my stores had it. And so I was like panicking. And Kat was like, oh, it looks like they have it at mine. So she was so sweet and like went and bought me yarn and shipped it to me. And then when I got home, I realized it wasn't the right color. And I was like, oh no. Because at this time, it was like some of the Joann's were closing. So the stock wasn't great. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because it's like a very specific brown. And it is so hard to find a good brown. And I just love the sheen of it. It's like perfect for hair. Not to mention, I had already like started the doll. So it was kind of like panic mode for a little bit there. And I was also frustrated because I was like, I swore I bought more of this brown. Like, where did I put it? And so it took me like actually taking the time to like go through all my yarn and organize it. And then I found it. It was like shoved in a crevice in like my little seat thing behind me. I was like, oh my gosh. But I was just so relieved I actually found it so I could do his hair. I was like, oh, thank goodness. But it was just like such a fiasco. Oh, so anyways, then I did his hair. I am still in the process of like working on his cloak right now. The other thing was like I was struggling because the brown for the jacket is baby bear yarn from Joann's, and I was like, I don't have very much of that. And I'm like, oh, Joanne's clothing is just sad. Like, a lot of the colors I use for the Attack on Titan is like Joanne's yarn. And I'm like, oh, gosh, it's so sad. I mean, not just for that. I love Joanne's yarn in general, but I'm just so sad. Like, I remember going to Joanne's as a kid with my mom. My mom is like very crafty, always has been. And yeah, I just remember going with her as a kid and like looking at fabric and everything, and now it's just gone. And I didn't even get to enjoy it for very long. It just breaks my heart. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited to get him done so I can get them together, Mikasa and Aaron. Mickey with the Attack on Titan shirt. Yeah, I don't even think I can put into words like how much these projects mean to me. I just, yeah, I don't know. But Mikasa is by far my proudest mod. I know I've modded a lot of patterns, but I don't know. I literally just like had a photo of her up on my screen as I was creating her. And I'm like, I'm gonna do the best I can to try and like replicate her. And my goal was like, I wanted Attack on Titan fans to see her and instantly know like that's who that is. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm like, I can't be the only one who has a project that just sticks with you and you're like, wow, I love that. I did that. I was just really proud of her. Yeah, I still take it in, and I think it just means a lot because of the sentimental value with it. I just love her. And then I know him, when they're together, it's gonna be so cute. I'm excited. I know I have plans to make Armin in the future too. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I just feel like I'm always busy. I love to make dolls, but I'm just like, I'm always busy, and that's okay. My sister's not in a hurry either. But yeah, I just enjoy making them and then seeing them on display in her game room. So whenever it happens, it'll happen, and seeing her happy makes me happy. I'm dragging on, but I love Attack on Titan, and anytime I'm like watching anime or a show or anything, I'm always like, I want to make that character. Like if I really love a show or something, I'm constantly like, I want to make that character. Like right now, I am absolutely obsessed with Solo Leveling. Like that show has me in an absolute chokehold. So my mind is constantly fixated on like, I need to make Genu. I need to make Genu. Like constantly, I'm like, I need to make Genu. So I wish he had like a very specific outfit, but I'm already looking at him like, okay, I think I know which outfit I want to do for Genu. I feel like that's gonna have to happen. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for listening to my ramble about how much I love Attack on Titan, anime, making dolls, and just why they mean so much. I'm currently at my sister's house, who I made the mikasa for, and seriously, her game room is just an absolute dream. It's kind of hard to capture it all just in this tiny little frame, but I'll do my best because it is just so cool. I love coming in here. I helped paint that black wall, and then she's got some black doors for the closet too. But I'm just like, every time I come in here, it is so cool. All the anime merch. I love this room so much, and I figured all my other fellow anime fans would appreciate as well. Just had to show off her room. See why we're best friends and sisters? And do you peek the mikasa up in the left corner? See, she doesn't have her cloak. The cloak is currently at my house because I'm working on Aaron. But yeah, her game room is seriously amazing. I mean, I know I have a lot of figurines, but I don't know if it's the way she displays them or what, but I feel like her collection just looks so epic. But see Mikasa up there amongst all the Attack on Titan figurines, just so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my talk about Attack on Titan and just how much I love making dolls and how I enjoy modding them, as well as how I kind of put vinyl on my projects. Yeah, and if you're an anime fan, I would love to know which one is your favorite. I'm pretty much always down to talk anime with any other fans, so yeah, if you like this, please be sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!